Hi, I'm Rachel White with the Horizon League here with Sara Gifford, a former Detroit Mercy women's soccer player. She actually finished her career as one of the recipients of our Cecil N Coleman Medal of Honor back in 2016. So we're just going to catch up a little bit with Sara here, hear what she's been up to and how being a student athlete in the Horizon League has been impactful for her. So first question, Sara, what role would you say that soccer played in your development as a leader outside of athletics?
Definitely resilience, which is truer than ever right now. I am a critical care nurse, so 2020 has really been the year of resilience and just kind of, putting your head down and doing the work and knowing that good things will come out of it.
Great. And I mentioned it at the top, but you were able to win one of our Cecil N Coleman Medals of Honor, which is one of our biggest awards. It goes to someone who's really had such a well-rounded experience in college in a lot of different areas. So what did it mean to you to be recognized for that?
It was a huge honor because college soccer, balancing nursing school and the demands of being a college athlete was tremendously difficult at times. And, learning to be resilient, learning to kind of balance that schedule and take one day at a time to see all the hard work pay off. It was really an honor at the end of it. It was kind of, a good pat on the back. It's like, hey, you did this. So.
For sure. And what did it mean to be able to be a student athlete? And how would you say that's really helped you as you've moved into a career?
Similar to my last few answers, really, at the time entering, college and being a student athlete, it really felt like, oh, I'm going to play soccer. I've been doing soccer my whole life. It was my identity, but, the going gets kind of tough when you're balancing sports in college. And I don't want to say I moved away from it being my identity, but it helped me to ease in to college athletics or to ease into college with friends and a support system right there with you every day, day in and day out. But it helped me to become, who I was meant to be as an adult and a professional. So that was extremely meaningful to me looking back.
Definitely. And you mentioned it a little, saying that you're a nurse now, but what all have you been up to in your career since graduating from Detroit Mercy?
I've been kind of doing the same thing since graduating, but every day brings something different with that job. I decided to go back and continue my studies in nursing. So I actually just finished my master's degree. It was another big balancing act, but it felt much more manageable not having college soccer. Like I was like, oh, I can do this. I did it as a student athlete for undergrad. I can definitely get my master's and continue to work as a nurse. And I'll be going on to actually get my doctorate of nursing practice, which I'm pretty excited about. So that's been kind of it professionally. And then personally, I ended up marrying a student athlete. So that's been the update.
That's awesome. And you mentioned it a little earlier too. Obviously, this is such an insane time to be doing anything, but especially in the medical field. So what has it been like trying to navigate all the challenges of COVID-19 as a nurse?
Similar to what I said, just taking a day at a time, which sometimes felt very difficult in college. You've got this test, you've got a game tomorrow, you've got homework, you've got to wake up early the next day for weights and two-a-days. And it's been the same thing lately, just taking a day at a time, during really the initial surge of COVID in our area. Sometimes it felt like taking an hour at a time, but, I was pretty well prepared for it with my background, so.
Gotcha. And last question, we've sort of been asking all of our alumni this that we've talked to, but do you have any advice for any of our current Horizon League student athletes? Obviously, it's a challenging year for them. They're kind of just in a wait and see sort of approach. So any advice you have to them about navigating these times?
I don't have anything that's going to make the current situation better, but you know, 5 years from now for these student athletes looking back, especially when they're in the job market and everything, this is going to be a big year to kind of say, hey, I got through this as a student athlete. Like, I'm very flexible and things like that. So it's going to make them better athletes and better students, and then better people and professionals later on once college is over. So like I said, I don't think that that'll make the sting of this year much better, but it will definitely pay off, and it'll be a unique experience.
It's very true. Nothing much any of us can do to change anything at this point, but trying to view it
Right.
as positively as possible is definitely key. So that's all the questions I have, but really great just to chat with you. It seems like you've really benefited from going through a lot of experiences at Detroit Mercy that you're now able to take into your career. So that's always great to hear.
Yeah, it's been awesome.